early.
Been up and had a shower?
Up, shower. Now it's brekkie time. Just waiting for Team Cosgrove to do breakfast for us all. The weather's not too bad. We drove the track yesterday, so it's very moist. Probably nearly to about the 180 mark, and then it dries out a bit at the Finke end, but while we were there, it was just starting to rain, so it'll be interesting.
What are we having for breakfast, Brent?
Egg casserole. Egg casserole and bacon brekkie this morning. Delicious.
A bit cold this morning.
Just a little bit, yeah. Thawing out in front of me.
It's Thursday before the big race. There's just 2 days to go, and the Overitt Racing team are settling into the Alice Springs weather. Cold mornings and hot breakfasts.
We have toast, breakfast casserole, bacon, sausages, eggs, fruit salad, yoghurt, and I think that's about it.
This morning there was an opportunity to test the Can-Am Maverick on a short track just out of town, and it was time to get dirty and find any potential issues before Prologue on Saturday.
The car feels really good. So the little changes did again after putting curry after the disaster of the first round, but we did some testing in Cal, a fair bit of testing before we come over, and then we've done some in Alice, and it's really good. It's going to be nice, wet, damp dirt.
You did a bit of recce yesterday, which was a bit second-hand in the back seat with Glenn.
Yeah. I felt like a baboon. Now I know why they got such red asses, because my arse ain't much different today.
The car feels really good to be back in it, and hopefully all is well.
Are you feeling pretty confident sitting in that co-driver seat? The first go wasn't exactly great for you.
No, I'm confident in the car now. It feels great, it's running nice, it's all good, so hopefully all is well for this race.
What do you think about the dampness of the ground out there?
It'll certainly help with dust, so that's good. Keep the dust down. I don't know how it'll feel in the car, but we'll find that out on Sunday, I guess.
That afternoon, Sean would hitch a ride down the Finke track with the On the Brink Motorsport team for some extra recce to Deep Well. But there was something missing, or more accurately, someone. His driver, Brent, was nowhere to be seen.
Well, we recce'd yesterday from like 7 o'clock to 6 o'clock, so big day, and he's pretty sore and he's not feeling well, so I thought I'd come out and get the last bit of the track done, get it all sorted, make sure we're ready for race day. The first bit of the track's the most enjoyable bit, so that'll be fun. Then we'll hit Deep Well, and then from there just hold on for dear life and get to the finish.
Meanwhile, back in town, the team are doing some last-minute prep on the car.
Okay, as preventative maintenance, because most of the gear in this has run the previous event at Pooncarie, we've replaced front drive shafts, wheel bearings, and basically gone back over the front end, made sure everything's tight, serviceable. We're going to do the same with the rear end. Basically, it's going to get new drive shafts, wheel bearings, and we're doing the brake pads front and rear. Bit of testing, all went well, everything's good. The boys are happy with the car, so we'll just go through and do all this stuff so we can get through the event.
What do you think is the weak point in these cars that you need to keep an eye on?
Things like the belt temperatures and things like that. We've been playing around with a flap that this car has that sort of lets the hot air out to try and keep the belt to run cool. At the moment we're at Hip Camp in Alice Springs, and the owner here Ashley has provided us with an excellent workspace, fully equipped as well. Not only that, we have our own fully equipped truck to do the job, but it's made things so much easier for us. We can't thank him enough.
The Swag Inn has more than just a great workshop though. It's an iconic campsite in Alice Springs and has become a sought-out location for Finke race teams every year. It features some unique artworks with an old Garn Railway theme. Before the racing can even start though, there's always paperwork. Over at documentation, the team needs to sign in and have all their details checked and entered into the system. After that, it's over for media and publicity photographs. Mug shots for both driver and navigator are needed by the organisers for the video feed and for identification purposes. Next stop is with RallySafe. Every car has a RallySafe unit fitted for tracking and safety. This gives the event team complete insight into the car's whereabouts, speed, and any sudden impacts that result in a G-force situation. And with DOCO done and finished, all that was needed was a quick check in the competitor pack before heading into town. We saw Brent and the team out at testing, followed by recce, some last-minute car preparation, and then documentation. It had been a big Thursday, but the day wasn't quite over yet. In town, the event was officially kicking off with the street party, where there was plenty of entertainment and an opportunity to mingle with the many locals and visitors that had come to see the biggest off-road race in Australia. It was an opportunity to meet the drivers and riders, check out the machinery, get an autograph, and for Brent, he had a long list of merchandise he needed to buy for the kids back at home.
Oh, is that all the sizes you got to get?
Medium ladies. Got the order in.
Women? No, look, women. Women's.
Even if all the ones that, and I'll get the girls, if they're in their black, normal black shirt, that should be right, yeah.
I've got 12s.
Yeah.
Left of them. You need 2 12s, eh?
Yeah.
There she is.
Thank you. I was looking for you as well.
With a bag full of goodies for the kids and the credit card emptied, it was time to call it a night and think about the next day, scrutineering.
Oh, it's very impressive. There's a lot going on, it's very busy, but I'd like to get down and amongst all the front of it where all the cars are already parked up. But yeah, she's full on at the moment. Yeah, it's good. It's a good atmosphere, everything that's happening, it's really good. Starting to get very towy to get in the car though.
The scrutineering process involves checking the Can-Am over thoroughly to ensure it complies with all of the technical specifications and rules. And everything gets checked. Helmets, race suits, and all the safety gear the crew have to wear. With scrutineering done, it was time for the fans to get up close to the cars for a good look. And of course, grab some team merch. But most importantly, time for a call and to FaceTime the kids.
Kids on the phone, all having a look, and mum, #1 supporters. Look. Yeah, a little bit nervous, but really enjoyed the Prologue track. Well, really like it actually. Nice and smooth, and yeah, it's not too bad at all.
And how'd you sleep last night, mate?
No, not very good at all. I think I was up and down for 20,000 wee-wees. And then yeah, up at 4 o'clock pacing the place where we're staying. But yeah, should be good. Once it's out of the way, it should be, nerves should settle.
Yeah, it's always the first thing in the morning, isn't it, when you know you've got to get up and do this event. How's the quick sighting lap? Do you feel comfortable?
Yeah, feel really comfortable. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be fast and smooth. The whoops are not too bad at the back, so it should be good.
Alrighty. Go. Let's go. Easy, just follow it around. You got the hard left, long hard left here coming up. This is muddy room, but stay high. Good fun out there on the Prologue track. I quite enjoyed it. It's nice and quick, nice and hard ground, so that was good fun till the muddy corners, but that's what you get in off-road.
And as a driver, do you sit there wishing you were in the seat, or are you actually quite comfortable as an Abbey?
For this race, I think I'm quite comfortable being an Abbey. It's quite a tough track, and especially in the car that I'm used to driving, we wouldn't make it. So I'm happy to be in an Abbey in a car with good suspension.
So yeah, it's a long way, over 200 Ks. What are your thoughts about tomorrow?
It's going to be good, bright and early, get there, get started, and hope she holds together and just get there. That's the goal.
So Brent, your first taste of Finke, you've now done Prologue. How did you find that all?
No, I enjoyed the track, it was really good. But yeah, it was a bit wet and slippery in spots. It was fast and quick. But yeah, a few of the corners bring a few people unstuck because yeah, they catch you out because it's water and slippery on top of the clay. But yeah, I reckon tomorrow's going to be the same headache. It's going to catch a lot of people out.
Your time today wasn't actually that bad. It's still competitive enough?
Yeah, we're not that far behind the top. We're sitting mid-pack where I don't like starting at the front because nerves get better than you. I'd rather start in the middle or towards the back and claw our way back like we always do. We always prologue pretty average, but everyone always watches us slowly come back. Once you're settling, then off you go.
Now, you don't use a pace note system like your teammate over here, Brinkman, uses. You use some other system. Tell us about how you actually navigate the course.
So Sean's got a pretty good memory, and as well we use a Lowrance GPS system, which is pretty accurate, and we drive the track and everything, and then just put red crosses, yellow crosses, and green ticks. So if it's green, it means go, and there's sunk red, it means sunk's coming up. That's nasty or interesting. So it's pretty accurate, but yeah.
Do you enjoy that sort of bit in between where it's a little bit blind and you just got to read the roads?
Yeah, I like it. It's like you never know what's coming, it's a venture, but once you've got 40 cars or 50 cars starting in front of you, like, it's all different, it all changes. So between the both, I think it has its pros and cons because it could be what you've written down, but then you get there and it's completely different.
Yeah, especially after it's had a bunch of trophy trucks and a bunch of other cars over it. It could change easily over the weekend.
Yeah, you just watched the Prologue track just then, watched all the big cars go out, and there was big ruts and everything starting to happen already, and that's only 150 cars or whatever it is, but you could see the ruts developing already, but I'd rather start at the back and fight your way through the shit, really.
Prologue wasn't perfect though, right? You had some sort of issue with the car?
Yeah, we just couldn't get RPM out of the car, so you can see the boys behind us playing with the clutches again, so hopefully it's got a bit more pick up and go after the boys have played.
So what did you find that was wrong with it?
Oh, it'd rev out and then it'd pull back where the clutches are pulled tight, but then it took so long for the RPM to come back up, so it wouldn't come straight back up to speed. So she was lagging, so it'd only get to like 100, 110 and then stall itself.
That must have been pretty frustrating considering that it's an all new unit, right?
Yeah, it's all new unit and meant to be set up ready to go, and we've done testing and it hasn't really played up. And then we've headed out here today, and I think it's just a bit more wetter and moister here, and just had heaps more bite, and it just wouldn't rev out. So
you pulled a spring out of it. I saw the boys pulling a spring out of it.
Yeah, we pulled the secondary spring out, so it's not as biting as hard, so it should allow it to rev more.
So what's the plan? You're going to get it off the trail and go for a bit of a drive in it, make sure it's all right?
We'll see what the boys reckon, but we might go for a drive somewhere, or we'll see how it goes.
And you spent a lot of time working on this car prior to the event. Obviously, the last event, an engine destroyed. Tell us about what it is in this car that's like Glenn's is quite a standard car, but yours is not.
No, mine's different to everyone else. Always has to be different, but it's like everything we own. But it's a bit heavier and bits and pieces, so it's a bit more time consuming and bits and pieces to get stuff to work. But we've put a tune and stuff in it, so we're just trying to nut that out, but I think it's just every track's different, and they say to you it's never the same when you go somewhere, so we'll play it by ear.
Tomorrow morning, got an early morning and be up bright and early, probably before the sun's up. You nervous?
Nah, not too bad now. We've got the first one out of the way, but we'll see what tomorrow morning's like. But it's a long race and it's a long way to go, so probably start in the middle of the pack. It'll be not too bad because you'll have all the boys out in front of you trying to destroy himself to get in front, but just sit back and let him go.
It had been a long time coming for the Overitt Racing team, but the day was finally here. It's race day, Sunday. It was a cold and brisk morning, but the sky was clear and the track was drying out after rain in the week leading up to the event. This was what Brent and the rest of the team had been preparing for.
loved it. Very interesting, but yeah, a few bad moments, and towards the end we settled in, and yeah, got to come home 6th in class, so really happy.
So starting from the back this morning, how many cars do you think you actually caught today?
Oh, I don't know, we lost count. We ate a lot of dirt, eyes are very sore, but yeah, towards the end we were losing count, but you just kept seeing more and more in the horizon. It's like, oh, I don't think I could do any more, but we kept going. We got, I think, 30 Ks from Fink, and it was just one after the other, but yeah, it was really good.
What was your favourite part of today?
Probably leaving till you hit the out 50k mark. Like, I really liked the first section, then as soon as we hit deep well and seen those whoops, I just went, oh, I didn't want to see any more of these after being in the back of a D-Max, but yeah, we settled in and got that, and then when we encountered Lownsy on top of the hill and had a little moment between the two of us, and yeah, we come out. I thought we'd come out worse than we did, but we bounced off him and we kept going.
So was there a little love tap involved?
Yeah, there was a little tap, but I was glad it wasn't a big one because he would have just steamrolled us.
Like a big thing that, hey?
Plan for tomorrow, I reckon, is just drive it home, slow and steady like we did today. Just hang there and just, drive the conditions. I reckon that's the biggest one because everyone's going to go mad from the beginning, and you'll just do the same as today. There's probably just as many broken down that we passed, I reckon.
So I've noticed the boys are doing a fair amount of work to the car. Is that just maintenance or something was wrong today?
No, I'm very surprised that nothing really coming wrong. They're just doing maintenance and changing oils and bits and pieces just to make sure she's all good again to send it back down to Alice.
Mate, just as a precautionary thing, we changed the front diff oil. Had a look at it, the colour looks good, minimal paste, so she's good to go. We'll just refill it.
I heard though the boys didn't have a very good run to Fink last night though. What happened there?
No, the boys didn't have a good trip last night. I think they hit the 140k mark, and I got a phone call from some bloke, and he said your trailers decided to do a detour and end up in the bush, and then I got a photo of the drawbar hanging off the back of the truck, and I just went, didn't know what to do. So then, all the other boys that come from WA jumped in another truck and got steel from Ash and all the rest of the stuff that everyone helped and threw in, and off they went, and they've turned up at Fink this morning, and again just behind us that another team's come and helped us again and repairing it better to get it back home.
Getting the generator, getting the welder ready to fix this A-frame up properly so it can make it all the way back to Alice, and then hopefully all the way back to Kalgoorlie later on.
So Brent, it has been drama since the day you left.
Yeah, since the boys left Alice, there's been drama. We had a good trip across the Nullarbor. It's not like normal to have a good one. There's normally always something, but I think this was it. And as long as that broke and not me, that's the main thing.
We like to, in WA, it's obviously a small competition, and especially with guys from WA that go interstate, you always like to support your mates, and especially it's not easy, it ain't cheap, it takes a lot of hands, so we always like to support our mates.
Today was really good fun. Bit rough out there than I'm used to, but it was really good fun getting in. No issues with the car, which was beautiful. First time I've been in the car without issues, so it's lovely.
How did it feel passing so many cars today though and starting from the back?
Yeah, that was good fun. Good fun chasing people down. It's always fun when there's not too much dust, so you can get up each other's arse, make sure you get round them nice and close and have some fun.
So Fink is a total different experience to the other side of Alice Springs. What's the sleeping arrangements here tonight?
So I rolled on my swag last night. It's out here tonight, so I'll be in the swag, zip myself up, have a nice good sleep, hop in the car tomorrow morning after rolling it up, chuck it on the truck, and then it'll meet me back down in Alice. We're off 44th off the line at 8:02.
Okay, so we must be just behind you then.
Yep, you guys are off 45th off the line at 8:03.
Beautiful. So 2 taps on the bumper, mate. Pull over.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Rubber's racing, as they say.
awesome. Biggest boost of confidence. Yeah, wrapped with it. Cannot enjoy it anymore.
You spoke about chaos yesterday. You came in to the finish here with a bit of chaos happening. What was going on there?
We were fighting about not far out. We lost brakes about, 30 k's, 35 k's from Finke. So pumping brakes all the way and doing that. And then just before Deepwell road crossing, the other Can-Am caught us. And then, I spat it and said to Sean, hang on, we're going to chase him. So we chased him for all through the whoop section, across the back and all through the tight stuff, and a couple of mistakes, and we end up in the bush. And it wasn't by choice, but just pushing harder than we should have with no brakes, and end up coming out with a flat tyre. So we come home from about 12 k's, I reckon, maybe 15, with a flat tyre. And it was a very interesting ride.
So how was the track today compared to yesterday?
No, I like the track better today than I did yesterday. It was a lot quicker, flowed a lot nicer. But if you had brakes, it would have been a lot nicer.
And how was last night at Finke? Did you get a lot of sleep? How was sleeping all the way out at Finke?
No, there wasn't much sleep. There was fireworks all night, but it was a good fireworks show. And then, the boys next door decided at 2:30 to start their pro buggies and all that. So it wasn't much sleep at all, but hey, that's life. We've made it home.